Hi, I'm Carl. I'm a small church pastor, and I want to spend a couple minutes today walking you through how to do, well, this. The short instructional or inspirational video that can get a little bit of information to somebody in a short period of time. A lot of people are using these now, and for good reason, because they really, really work. But there are a handful of principles that I've had to learn the hard way about how to do these well. I want to pass them on to you so you can learn them a little easier way than it took me. Let's walk through them together. First of all, get to the point. The ideal length for these videos is 2 to 5 minutes. That's what people watch the most often, the 2 to 5 minute video. That's a short period of time. You don't have time to waste. Besides, if they're scrolling through and if you take longer than 5 seconds to get to your point, they will watch somebody else. You'll want to keep them by getting to the point. Secondly, landscape. Hold the phone this way, sideways, not up and down, okay? Now, if you're shooting an Instagram video, they require that to be up and down. But for every other video, people will watch it on YouTube, or they'll watch it on their laptop, or they'll maybe watch it on their TV, and all of those are situated sideways in landscape mode. The idea is to shoot it in the format they're going to watch it in, because that's the best way to translate it across to the viewer. So shoot it sideways. Third point, and by far the most important point of all these points, is this: look at the lens. This entire time, it seems to you like I'm looking at you. I'm not. I'm looking at a lens. It's weird for me. It's uncomfortable. You know what's comfortable for me? This is comfortable for me. Now I'm looking at my own face. Looking at a person while I speak is more comfortable, but it's less comfortable for you because I'm not looking at you. This is not comfortable for me because I'm not looking at a person, but it feels to you like I'm looking at you, and the viewer is what matters. So you want to make the viewer feel comfortable by looking at the lens and not at yourself on the screen. Next, you want to keep your camera at eye level or slightly above. Here's why. Too many of us have seen videos like this, right? You don't need to see my double chin or my ceiling. Why do we see so many videos like this? It's simple, because we set our camera down on a desk and the desk is below us. That's all. But it's not a good look. It's not a good way for people to watch a video, and they won't watch it for long. If it's at eye level or above, it's much more comfortable for them. And again, we want to be about the viewer. Now, this is the only thing you're going to have to do to spend some money on. I tried to do this for years by propping my camera up against a book or whatever, and it doesn't work if you're going to keep it at eye level or above. So you're going to have to do this. I finally broke down and I bought 2 of these simple tripods that sit on a desk. I think the 2 of them in a combination pack cost me 20 bucks. So maybe 10 bucks a piece with a camera attachment. So one of these is being used now to shoot this video. One I just showed you, really inexpensive. It helps to hold the camera still. That's another point. Hold the camera really still. In addition to it being at eye level or above, if it's still, then people can watch you a lot more cleaner. Then take a look at the background. It's a simple background. It's actually a real nice background. We put these little barn doors in our house to make it look nice. I had been for years shooting it at my work desk, which is actually still right there, but it's so cluttered. It's fine for a Zoom call, but if you're the only person they're looking at, don't shoot it at a cluttered desk. And looking straight at me right now is a large window. I have shot too many videos with the light source behind me, and I'm in shadows and I can't understand why. Keep the light source in front of you, keep the clutter off to the side, and keep your background simple. All of those together help people to concentrate on their message and not on what's wrong with the video, okay? Speaking of the background, you'll notice where I'm not behind a pulpit, and that's on purpose. The only time you should shoot video behind a pulpit is when you're preaching a sermon. Here's why. When a person sees a person standing behind a pulpit, what do they expect? They expect a sermon. That's fine if you're speaking a sermon, so on Sunday, by all means, shoot video of your sermon. But this isn't a sermon, so you shouldn't give a visual cue that it's going to be a sermon. So other than the sermon, do it somewhere else. Do it outside, do it in your office, do it in your home, but don't do it behind a pulpit. Now, everything so far has been about the visual. Now I'm going to do one last thing about audio. Your phone has great video, it has terrible audio, but with your phone probably came earbuds. These earbuds came with the phone. It has a great little microphone on it. This is actually a really, really good microphone. Put it in your ear and use this mic. I'm using Bluetooth because I do this a lot, so I spent a couple bucks on it, but the earbuds that came with your phone are actually better audio. So bottom line is really simple. Keep it clean. Make sure people can see you, make sure they're concentrating on your message and not your background, and make sure they can hear you. If you do that, you'll make your videos much more effective, and I hope that works for you.